Yeah, those were the fucking days, I'll tell you what. Finally able to get the fuck on Party FM radio after a fucking hiatus right here. I'm your Nut J and host, JaPaNDuDe, aka the Fat Man as I'm known here in this part of the world. Happy fucking New Year. And what a fucking New Year it is. And so I give you a kind of delayed, underlaid, and in-between lays, a kind of crappy New Year's show. I don't know if it's going to be a good one or a bad one, other than it is going to be different. Different. You know, not for nothing, last year ended with a bang. And this year, even better, the Muslims giving it to the fucking Frenchies, huh? How about it? How about those French guys? They thought that by sucking everybody's fucking dick, all those Muslims, that everything would be fine and dandy. Instead, they got motherfuckers running riot on the streets and shooting up the joint, killing people left and right. Heard one person say it's like a fucking war zone. And guess what? That's just the beginning, because the new year's just starting. And the United States? Oh, man. Ain't I glad I'm in Japan. Happy New Year to everyone out in internet radio land. It is a new year, and yeah, it's misty days, I'll tell you what. Lots of mist everywhere. I know that my good pal Bill Cosby has a lot of mist in his fucking eyes, but he took the liberty to go up to Canada to do a stand-up show and promptly stomp all over the hose. And there you have it. There you have it. It's apparently he doesn't feel any guilt or remorse over fucking doping and fucking people in the ass. He said it was a thing of the 70s, way back when. Way back when. But what can I tell you? What can I tell you? I don't know. All I know is that one lady had proof. She said, look, I was douching my pussy out, and look what popped out. A fucking cigar that's been sitting up in there for 30 years. And it's got his DNA on it. Ladies and gentlemen, the fucking thing was still lit. I don't know how she was able to accomplish that, but it is off to forensics, and who knows? Who knows? I know that broad Rashad, or whatever her name is, that did that show with him, the Cosby Show, for so many fucking years, went up there talking about all these fucking hoes should shut the fuck up and disappear, and then had to backtrack because everybody got pissed off. I don't know how much money old Cosby threw her way, but I'm going to tell you something. 5 or 6 broads popping up, that might be a lawsuit. 50 or 100 bitches coming up, that's jail time. At least it is in my fucking book, you know what I mean? So that'll be the day. Yeah, Buddy Holly, that'll be the fucking day. What can I tell you? What can I tell you? It's a new year, a new bottom of the barrel show right here on Party FM Radio. www.partyfmradio.net. That is the address, and of course the name of the joint is Party FM Radio with a fucking party. And apparently my rotten teeth don't start falling out. Or stop falling out. What can I tell you? We're playing songs with the fucking title of day in it, because it is a new day, a new year, and lots of Muslims running around killing the innocents. Which reminds me of that wonderful fucking short movie that was playing on YouTube for a while, The Innocence of the Muslims. Now, I've never seen a group of people get so incensed over having somebody draw a picture of their fucking prophet. Now, I got nothing against anybody's prophet. I mean, there's Jesus, and you got Moses, and a few other ones along the way. And I don't see what Muhammad has. As a matter of fact, from what I understand, he wasn't even fucking hung. He didn't have any fucking grapefruit-sized balls. So I don't know what the big problem is with somebody making a quick drawing of the fella. You know, not for nothing, what's the big deal? Well, the French thought that by ingratiating themselves to these Muslim people, that it would save them lots of fucking headaches. And, well, the new year has proved it wrong in spades. As somebody I know quite well likes to say it, call a fucking spade when you see a spade. And so I'm calling the French idiots. Because not only did they invite the fucking bullshit they got in their own backyard today, guess what? They're gonna fucking export it to other places. But, you know, what do I know? I don't know nothing. All I know is I'm glad to have a raging fucking nuclear plant 145 miles north of me, an insane and incest China to the left of me, and a bunch of fucking Aussies to the south. It's not a bad fucking combo when you consider that you got people running around killing each other right next door. Right next door. And where else can I sit back and watch all the ruckus and smile? The United States is not any more safer than it was the day before 9/11. As a matter of fact, we're still doing the same old bullshit, but now we're incensing or upsetting our own fucking people. All I can tell you, it is a real waste of fucking time, and in the end, it don't matter. It don't matter, ladies and gentlemen, because when the big one comes, and I'm not talking about no earthquakes, I'm talking about that gamma burst. When it comes our way, everything will be gone within 30 days. And no refunds on that motherfucker, I can tell you that much. They say that we are living in the twisted space-time between two black holes. Can you imagine that? And that everything we see here is a fucking illusion. Now, when I tend to think about that, I can imagine lots of things. But the Squidward jiggling his balls to and fro is not one of them. But then again, but I could not do as bad as the gentleman who thought his 5-year-old daughter could fly and decided to throw her off a fucking bridge. Needless to say, she did not fly. Although she is a pretty good swimmer and was able to swim to shore, her mother was very, very fucking upset. And get this, one of the princes over at England, guess what? He was given a couple of hoes to suck toes on, and now he's reneging on it, saying, no, that shit didn't happen. Man, get the fuck out of here. With guys as bad as, with teeth as bad as they have in their mouths, you know they're going to be sucking on something. But they better suck their asses on out of here if they think they're going to be sucking anything on me. Not today. Not today. And apparently Taken 3, the movie that came after Taken 1 and 2 with that fella Liam, they say that the performance is right up there with Nicolas Cage's The Departed. So you can imagine what kind of fucking movie that is. I'm going to be taken, all right. They're going to be taking me to the fucking hospital after I put my foot up the director's ass and they need to take it out. But, you know, what do I know? What do I know? All I can say is that Paul Sorvino, a good friend of mine's, wants to get on TV and talk about how fucking nasty his wife is. I don't know what it is with all these motherfuckers when they get past 70 and 80. They want to take Viagra and plop their dicks across the kitchen table and talk shit. And talk shit. And they want to do it on camera, which is really something to behold. All I can tell you is that Michael Sam, who is the first openly gay man in the NFL, doesn't have a fucking job. But at least he's engaged to his boyfriend, who looks like a guy that, well, to put it lightly, the Squidward could beat up, okay? I don't know. Anyway, I don't know none of these things. It is a new year, a new day, but all I see is the same old shit, and I'm wondering if Rod Taylor, who was in that fucking movie, time machine, I wonder if he can rewind the fucking year. At least I can look for something that'll make me happy in the past. Then again, as a friend always says, don't kid yourself. Those aren't the good old days. These are, you fucking moron.
Who gives a fuck?
Oh, yeah, who gives a fucking deed? I'll tell you what. A lady talking about wanting to see fucking Jesus. The only thing I want to see is a couple of fucking nice, shiny toes on the next shiny hoe that walks through the door. All right? www.partyfmradio.net. I bet you Bill Cosby wants to see something too after making some fucking jokes about the young ladies stepping up to say that he drugged and fucked them in the ass. Apparently, they still can smell the cigar smoke. And that's bad news for him, I'll tell you what. Nothing worse than an old mofo with fucking cigar breath going to prison. The guys there ain't going to go for it, but you know what? That's the way it is. I got to give credit to my pal Terry Jones, though, the anti-Islamic pastor down in Florida. He has decided he's going to open up a fucking French fry shop. And he's inviting all his Muslim pals to come on down, and he's going to give one free order of French fries if they can turn in any of their explosive vests. So there you have it. There you have it. I give credit to him, and I take my hat off to this fella, because at least that's one guy that's trying to get all these Muslims with their weapons off the streets. And get this, Hollywood thinks that making a movie about little Malcolm X would make a wonderful fucking feature. I don't know about you, but I don't think I want to see a little black kid ranting and raving about white people. I can see that now if I just go down to the fucking South where all the no-teeth meth people are. All right? How about it, guys? How about getting it together? Anyway, we are playing music for you for the New Year's Day, even though we are 10 fucking days late. Had troubles getting onto the music server. Apparently, the Squidward was afraid that I might show up fucking bombed. And mind you, I was totally fucking stewed. Coming in with the real stuff, as always, but he waited, and that should be the Squidward waited, appropriately giving me the 10 days I needed to wake up out of the fucking coma that I was in. And get this, speaking of comas, I feel sorry about the fella that had to write a check for $975 million to his ex-wife. I bet he's got 975 reasons why he needs to be in a fucking coma. But I don't know shit. All I know is that I see no evil, hear no evil, and I know speaky no evil. Speaking of fucking ears, apparently some fucking knife thrower who was doing his act live on television had a couple of shots of vodka to kind of straighten him out, give him a little strength and whatnot. And he went on to slip the guy's fucking ear off with one of his knife throws. Just kind of slid it right off. And being the trooper that this poor fucking bastard who had his ear chopped off on TV, on live television, he turned his head and said, "Why don't you do the other one? Give me a matching pair." But there you have it. There you have it. That's something. I'll tell you what. It gets crazier every day. Every day is a new day to find some crazy shit going on. Got two Florida sisters that killed their brothers. One brother because the brother beat up on them. When the parents took off for a quickie to take a quick boat ride around town, when they came back, they found the boy strung up like a fucking scarecrow. I don't know. And of course, they went to point to that fella, the Slender Man, saying that the Slender Man told him to do it. Yeah, you know, I used to say that too. I used to say the Boogeyman used to tell me to do things too, but it doesn't fucking work. It doesn't work. Nobody falls for that fucking line anymore. And on a sad note, it looks like that broad, what's her fucking name, Farrar Abraham, the the lady that had 8 kids and was on welfare, has decided she wanted to look like Kim Kardashian, so she had her fucking lips injected with some kind of bullshit, and they blew up to 6 times the normal size. So instead of looking like Kim Kardashian, and now she looks like fucking Donald Duck on drugs. I don't know. What is it with people? Can't you just accept the way you are and just move along? You know what I mean? Look at the Squidward. Right? Balls the size of fucking basketballs, and he still wants bigger ones. My God. What the fuck?